Welcome.
Is the video going too?
Oh yeah, everything's going right now. Yeah,
Okay.
it's all going right
All
now.
right. Hey, well,
We're
welcome back.
live, audio, video. We're totally live. You're
Excellent.
wearing headphones, and I refuse.
Yeah. Hey, well, welcome to Star Power Cast. We're doing something completely different in all aspects and fronts or whatever here. We're doing an audio recording, we're doing a video recording, and we're also live playing a game, like postscript. I don't know what it's called. This is a different podcast for us, so we're going to play a game. We're going to video us and audio record us playing the game. We're going to put it on our podcast channel and on our YouTube channels. We both have YouTube channels.
Yes,
So
mine is Dingent Games.
mine is Gentrovo Kolyova, I think.
Okay.
I'll have to figure that out.
I'll
I
put
usually
it on
get
the Facebook page. I'll put links.
I'll put it on my YouTube page, and people will be like, "Hey, you're not doing your top 10 lists."
No.
I'll be like, "Hey, cool! Like, watch something different now." Yeah.
All right. So anyway, today is the 18th of June,
Yeah.
2025, and the Reds just beat the Twins yesterday. How'd the Yankees do?
Oh, they haven't scored a run in almost 30 innings.
Yeah, they've been shut out 2 games in a row, right? Or 3.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
3 games in a row. Yeah, the Reds came back and beat the Twins yesterday.
But hey, we got big baseball news.
Huge baseball news.
First, let's start off with Shohei Ohtani's back on the mound. He threw 1 inning.
One inning, 28 pitches, gave up a run.
Hey, you know what? That's his
Reached
first time
100
back in 2 years.
100 miles an hour.
Okay. The other piece of big baseball news is you might have heard of this one. The Red Sox, historically, once again, have traded away a big megastar.
Babe Ruth?
That's about 100 years. Well,
Johnny Damon?
Yeah. They didn't ever trade him. They just didn't renew his contract.
Let me think. Who else did they trade away? Manny Ramirez?
Yeah, oh my gosh. They get rid of all their big guys.
What's the shortstop's name that they traded away?
Well, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Was it
Chris Sale?
Chris Sale? How about the guy that played with these gloves all the time on the batting thing? Nomar. They trade him?
Yeah.
Who's the latest one?
Rafael Devers.
Who'd they get for him? They had to get somebody great.
They got a couple pitchers. They got Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, and some other prospects.
Let's see. They traded away a Silver Slugger third baseman and got who? Exactly. Go Boston!
I don't get Boston.
Yeah, we love
But
Boston.
here's the thing. Boston's not going to suck. They're still going to be decent.
Yeah, they're 500 ball club. With or without Devers, can they finish 500?
Yeah.
They keep saying they're going to be better. They did go 1-0, and then they went 1-1. They got slugged out yesterday.
I think they can.
Okay, well, it's up in the air to see. All right.
By the way, on the camera, if you keep on seeing us look up, is because
we're not used to it.
We're not used to it, so I'm going to try to look directly into the camera.
And we won't be this big very long because the main thing that we're going to be doing here is Star Power Baseball.
Gray?
Yeah, there it is. Anyway,
he's got the gray up there. I got the gray
here's
up here.
what we're going to do. I'm Cincinnati Dennis.
I'm Gentrovo Kolyova, as always.
And we are going to play the 1906 Cubs against the
2009 New York Yankees.
2009 New York Yankees. Are they the ones that had the 250 or 115 wins?
No, that was the 98. Well, that was...
This was the last championship.
This was the last championship Yankees team.
Against a Cubs team that did not win the championship.
But they're regarded as one of the best teams of all time.
Right. And what we have is basically starting against bullpen.
Yeah. So
we've got starting pitchers.
Who's your starting pitcher for
my starting pitcher is going to be...
First of all, before we go over
let's shrink us down.
Can we talk about what's the setup here? What's the scenario?
Let's do that. First of all, let me shrink us down.
Okay, just to kind of like let you guys in the know. This is Star Powered Baseball. If you've never seen a video or heard us talk before, this is our baseball board game. And what we're doing here is we're simulating a game on paper with our board here and our dice and our cards and everything. Cincinnati Dennis is using the 1906 Chicago Cubs that we have made. We've made all these teams and all these cards. And I'm using the 2009 Yankees. And we're going to walk you through, not going to baby you through it, but we're going to walk through a game here. And we're basically playing what he wanted to do is like a game, quote unquote, 7 of a series. Right, so whoever wins this wins the series, quote unquote. Have you played the rest of the series, or are we just like simulating a game?
We're simulating the game. Okay. I did not. I've played it before.
Okay, so we're simulating a game 7. It's like a game 7 here.
And most every simulation comes down to a game 7 between these two teams.
Yeah.
They do. I went in AI and checked it out and did a few things there.
All right, so kind of to show you the board here, the first time seeing here, we have on the top here, we have our 2 pitcher spots. This is where the Cubs, Three Finger Brown sits, and this is where CC Sabathia sits. I'm going to go with Sabathia on short rest. He's going to go with a fully rested Three Finger Brown. On these 2 slots here, this is our outfield card and our infield card. And when we get to the game in the process, you'll see those in use quite a bit. You'll see under the pitcher cards, we do have respins and fatigue spots for where your respins for your pitchers and their fatigue go. On the middle sections here, you'll see where your scores go to keep scoring the game. We have an out marker and we have an inning marker. And here will be where we put our batters in when we spin our batters. Is that clear?
Yes, and we have all the other strategy cards at our disposal. We are going to play the game in depth using a couple of new rules.
Yep.
One of the new rules we're going to use is if the starting pitcher. Go ahead and explain that.
I'll do managers
Manager first.
Yeah.
Manager.
So we are using manager cards. So I'm using Joe Girardi, and he's using Frank Chance. Both are managers of those teams. You will see that on Frank Chance, he has a +4 in his manager card.
Which is a misprint.
It's a misprint. It's actually 2. So what this means is that he's going to get 2 choices throughout the game to use as manager. And the managers can affect outcomes by either using it to respin a pitcher, using it to respin a fielding strategy card, disc, whatever. I said card that time. We can use a batting coach to respin a batter card, and then a challenge if you would like to challenge a line play. All right, so both managers are going to get 2 uses this game. So that's the use of the manager cards. The other rule that we're implementing, and it's a newer rule that we're establishing and we're trying to get through, is the starting pitcher's rule. So only the starting pitcher can use this rule. So once you have a reliever come in the game, they can no longer use this rule. If your starting pitcher's in, if your starting pitcher tosses a 1, 2, 3 inning, that means if they get 3 batters out in a row, nobody getting on base, they get a bonus respin. Okay? The other stipulation for that is if the pitcher strikes out 3 consecutive batters in an inning, strikes out the side, they also receive an additional respin. So if they do both, you can get 2 respins in 1 inning. However, there is a stipulation. A pitcher can never have more than 6 respins.
6 is tops.
Total. So if they keep on going and going, they can't just accumulate past 6. It kind of helps balance it just a little bit. Okay. So if you see his starting pitcher, Three Finger Brown has he's S8 +4, so he's got 4 respins, and then he has an S8, so we add the respins and the 8 together, so he has 12 pips. That's his fatigue counter. Mine's CC Sabathia. He has 7 respins and 3 fatigue. However, he's pitching on short rest, so instead of being a 7, he's going to be a 6.
5.
You said 6 on this. You said 6 on this one.
No, he loses 2.
Okay.
One day short, you lose 2 innings.
All right, so he's an S5 +3 that gives him 8 total pips.
But he still keeps his complete amount of respin.
Because the thing is like these guys, Sabathia is not. He's a I wouldn't say new school because he was around 20 years ago at this point. But Sabathia was a guy that went every 5 days. Brown was a guy that went every 3 or 4. Okay?
Yes.
So the older guys have a little bit more stamina, and we built that into the game.
And this is the card that I'm using is the record for ERA with 200+ innings pitched.
Oh, is this the 104 ERA?
104 ERA.
Brown?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm in for it. Okay.
Yes.
I'll be lucky to win this one, everybody.
Okay. And then the other rule that we're going to be using is the broken 10 rule, and I only have 1 card that fits into that rule. And
all right, go ahead and explain that rule. I need to have that one re-explained.
Okay, this is a pretty straightforward. I'm put it up here so you can see it. Johnny Evers is the guy, and he has a 10 that has dotted lines. You see that?
We call them a broken line.
Call it a broken 10. His 10 doesn't quite fit in there, and it's actually when they're 12 degrees, I think it's 13 degrees or less, then you have to break the card. If the starting pitcher, relief pitcher, whoever spins a K to Johnny Evers or anybody else that I have with that broken 10, it's not a strikeout right off. It's considered a minus WH.
Okay.
If my batter spins an out, then it's a strikeout.
Okay.
If he doesn't spin an out, he spins a walk or a hit, I must respin him. Second result is final.
Okay.
That's the stipulations that we're using today. We're not using injury today. We're not going to go injury, and we're not going to go weather. We're going to stay with
Are you home team?
I am the home team.
All right.
Okay? We are using the instant replay rule. We are also using the DH.
Are we playing in a particular ballpark?
We are not. We're playing in a neutral field.
Neutral field. Okay.
We're playing card against card.
Because, like, hey, that's one thing we have. We do have specified ballparks.
We
but
definitely do.
We're not using it this time.
We definitely do.
Okay.
Okay. This is the way this game's going to go, and we're going to just go for it.
All right.
Starting right now.
I'm going to go over my starting lineup real quick. Put this on camera. Is it see that up here?
Well, you got to, up there.
Okay. Leading off is Derek Jeter at shortstop. You'll see, and point this out. He's a P5 R1. This is probably going to come hurt me later on in the game because R1 infielders can risk giving up a base hit. Because,
up the middle R1s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Johnny Damon playing in left field, batting second. A-Rod at third base, batting third. Mark Teixeira at first base, batting cleanup. Hideki Matsui is my DH. Jorge Posada, my catcher, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Robinson Cano at second base. In the right field, Nick Swisher. And then batting ninth, Brett Gardner, center field. You'll notice that
Who's your DH, Matsui?
Matsui. You'll notice that my lineup, you'll see like that +1 right there.
Every one of them.
Every one of them except for Brett Gardner has a plus on there. On that
Okay,
lineup.
now my lineup is a little bit different. My lineup has Johnny Evers batting first, and my respins are going to be down here in the corner. Johnny Evers leading off. Harry Steinfeld hitting second.
Is it +2?
+2. Frank Chance hitting third.
Another +2.
Wildflower Schulte in right field hitting third or fourth. Johnny Kling, the catcher, hitting fifth. Jimmy Slagle in centers hitting seventh. Sheckard hitting eighth in left field. Hoffman's hitting eighth, and he's my DH.
Okay.
And then Joe Tinker will be hitting in the 9-hole. The only strikeout stipulation that I have is with Johnny Evers, and if I don't drop cards all day, we'll be in a lot better shape.
All right.
And we're playing on the newest Star Power Baseball game board. This is the official board for generic 2025.
Okay.
Right here. Okay. First thing we're going to do is announce the batter. He's got up with.
All right. I got Derek Jeter leading off here in the top of the first.
And Jeter's not much of a bunt threat.
He's a sack one. He
one.
can possibly, but the chances are very
And
low.
so we're going to play regular, normal defense.
Okay.
No moving infielders around.
All right.
Here
Spin
goes
it up.
Three Finger Brown spinning the first pitch. Here it goes.
Okay. What do we got here? We got
have a home run minus.
All right. So if I spin a home run, I got to spin him again. I'm going to spin Jeter. Jeter spins a home run.
Look at that up there. That's right in the home run. So that's
All right,
a home
so
run
he's got to
minus.
spin
He
it
must
again.
spin it again.
All right, wow. He
Leadoff
might take
home
that
run
one out.
is now.
That is an 8. That's a fly ball. So we
Look
spin
up here for it instead of over there.
Okay,
so that's
it's
an 8. That's a fly ball.
Spins it to line, left field, center field.
So
We'll say
that's
it's
one
center
out?
Field, one away.
Okay.
Wow, Jeter pulled one foul.
And Brown just went,
Yeah.
loud foul, loud
Wow,
strike.
wow.
We're going to back for Johnny Damon.
Okay,
he doesn't
Johnny.
bunt either.
Yeah, he's a sack one, but more than likely.
And that is a line GB.
I'm
so
a
that'll
lefty.
be a B.
That's a lefty, so I get to pick the line. So I'm going to pick a B. Johnny
Johnny
Damon's
Damon gets a.
6.
That's a ground ball.
So
My
we'll see if
infield
it's an
is solid
error
up the middle.
first. We check for error. It is not. It
And
goes
my
to the
infield's
so
solid,
see
so
for
it doesn't-
location.
It's not like
It's a shortstop. Okay, so I know that says third base, but since it's a 6, it's in the middle, so that changes to shortstop.
goes to the left side of the infield.
Yeah. So it's
Two down,
two
guys.
away.
Two down.
Quick
Who's up
2
now?
outs. A-Rod.
A-Rod's up. We're going to
A-Rod.
spin to A-Rod. Three Finger
Three
Brown.
finger, man. He's a
Home run
another
minus?
home run minus.
We like
Jeez.
that spin.
A-Rod's no threat to bunt here.
A-Rod will not be bunting.
Yeah, he strikes out.
And
That's
he
a
strikes
10.
out.
That's a massive 10.
Okay, so now
Struck
that's
him
0. However, Three Finger Brown just retired the side
He
in
did.
order.
He gets a
He
respin.
gains a respin. He's
Yeah.
up to 5 respins right now.
I mean, this guy's a 1.04 ERA. If
And
I
there's
get
a
run
reason
off
for
him,
it.
If I get a run off of him, it's
Okay,
victory.
so we're still in the bottom of the first. No
All right,
scores.
so this is
you
where I
can
got to
see.
play the Cubs differently because the Cubs bunt and run a lot, so I have to play my infield in different places.
There you go. So,
So
this
Johnny
guy
Evers
is a
is
sack 3,
355.
plus.
So what I'll do is I'm going to bring my third baseman and first baseman and try to protect from a sack. Or
bringing the
infield
infielders in.
Yeah.
So we're in here and we're in here.
Yeah.
Evers is still going to try to lay it down.
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll take the
We're going to take the drag bunt card,
drag bunt card.
put it in right here. and spin it.
All right. See what happens.
Since the infielders are in,
that
we
says
have an
F,
F.
which
F
is a foul ball.
Foul ball. Spin the pitcher.
Right. So you no longer get to spin that. You only get one spin on that card.
Right. Spin the
Because
pitcher.
you can't keep respinning it. That is a B from
B to
CC. That
Johnny
means
Evers.
just to spin, straight up spin the batter.
Spinning Johnny Evers.
See what happens here.
And he gets a line 14-7.
He's a lefty. I'm a lefty.
He's a lefty to a lefty.
So
That's
he
an
pops it
infield
up.
pop
That's
up.
one away.
1 out.
Bam. We don't test for errors on pop-ups.
14
we just
is
don't
not.
do it.
You don't test on infield pop up.
We just don't do it here.
My next batter is Harry Steinfeld.
He's another bunter.
He's another bunter.
I'm
A
gonna
sack
come
3,
in at first and third
45.
again. In at first and third.
Harry's got 2 good respins on him, so
Yeah.
we're going to let this one go. If he
All
were
right.
down to 1, I might bunt
That's
with him.
another B from Sabathia.
A B from CC.
That's
so
what CC is. He lives on that B, man.
Let's
That's
see what
he
Harry
does.
does. Harry's a good hitter. And he
Is that a
gets
2? That's a 2.
ground ball.
Let's see if it's an error first. No error, so he pulls it to
That's
third base.
1 out. That's 2 outs.
2 outs.
We don't have to spend a
Okay,
location on
2
that
away.
because you don't have a number 1 on there. It's only
All
up
right,
to middle.
that's right. That's right.
Now we got Frank Chance.
All right, he's another guy that tends to bunt.
355 plus.
Same. I think I'm going to be doing it for all these
You
guys.
bet. Once
And
again,
first and third.
once
we're
again,
going to try
we're
to
going to
drag it.
drag bunt in.
Man,
Try to get on.
That's what they
try
cut- that's what these
trying to
Cubs
get some
do.
base runners here. Sack 3, you got your choice. I have my choice between a foul ball or a ground out. I'll take the foul ball.
see if CC can get you here.
See if he can get us out.
That is a what is that? B. That is a
It's a
B
B.
for CC.
Frank Chance.
Third B in a row. What's Chance
Frank
going to
Chance. He's a 3.
Here we go.
Here we go. And
8.
that's an 8. That's a fly ball.
See if he get no errors.
Okay.
Bam. 1,
Now,
2, 3 for CC.
CC gets him in order. 1, 2, 3. So he gains a
returns
respin.
the favor. There we
So
go.
he's up to 4. Nobody's
All
gotten
right.
on base yet.
We got a
We're
ball game
in-
here after the first.
We are
That's
in
great.
the second inning.
All right. Well,
Just like that.
nothing to nothing. Top
Nothing
second.
to nothing. Top 2. Here
I
we
got
go.
Mark Teixeira
He's
coming
not done,
up.
but he's a switch hitter, isn't he?
He is a switch hitter.
Here goes 3
Switch hitters
finger.
get lines no matter
3
what.
finger minus home run.
All right. So
He's liking that
three
minus
finger
home
does
run.
not
Is
want
that
to
the
give up
third
home
time I've
runs.
spun that thing?
I drew. That's a walk.
And
You cannot make me respin a walk.
Oh yes, I can. I have a
if you have to
pitching
use,
coach.
you have to pitch it. So, do you want to use your pitching coach in the second inning?
I'm not going to.
All right. So Mark Teixeira draws a base on balls against 3 finger Brown.
I remove a pip,
Yeah.
so he's down to 11.
All right. So where does this go over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I got a runner on first. Teixeira's a 1-5. That means he's slow, but he
But
has
he's-
very very smart
he's
base
good
running
base
skills
runner.
for some reason.
And we will hold him on.
This is Hideki Matsui.
And here we go.
So when he holds him on, that brings his 5 down to a 3, just in case
Well,
you're looking for advanced.
no,
rules.
it doesn't bring his 5 to. Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah,
runner.
yeah.
It also makes the first baseman, if you hit a ground ball
2,
that
yeah.
way and it lands on him, it's a base
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3 finger Brown spinning.
What are we gonna do, 3 finger?
He's going to spin another home
He
run
does
minus.
not want to give it up. Can I I think how I gotta beat 3 finger is I gotta draw these walks.
Might be the best thing.
That's another base on balls
And
by.
we'll accept it.
Oh wow. Okay, so Teixeira goes to second. Matsui is a very poor base runner. He's a
Okay.
straight up 0-0.
Now our infield will play normal double play depth.
All right, we got Jorge Posada coming up.
Another
2
switch hitter,
Yankees,
right?
2 walks to start off the game.
That's a fly ball.
I want to see where it's 2.
Okay. And
It
it's
is to right field.
field.
Who's your right fielder?
My right fielder is Wildfire Schulte. He's a number 54
He's
right
a
fielder.
5-4. Look, guys, I'm not going to run on a 5-4 on going to third because he has a high chance of throwing me out. So I'm going to stay put.
1 out.
Yeah, I'm going to
And
stay
who's
put.
up next?
We got Robinson Cano.
We're gonna keep the infield back.
Okay.
Let's see if we can spin another out here. Home run minus.
All right, all right. Come on, Cano. You can do this. Cano, what do you know? And that is a 3.
You
That is
cannot reach. What we
that's
got
a
up
line
there?
on the 3.
Okay, I have a righty. You're a lefty.
Lefty. Oh, right.
So
we
you
got a 3, everybody.
You
This
cannot
is
make anybody respin a 3. I could challenge this, but with only 2 challenges, I don't think I'm going to
All
worry
right.
too much about it.
this is excitement in the game. So on a 3, we spend the event card, or not the event card. This is the.
This is the 3 card.
The 3
spin
card.
this card.
All right. So we got a 4.
A 4 is
So we take this out.
you spin the outfield card.
4. This is the rules here. If you can actually read that.
Batter hits a shallow blooper in the outfield. Spin the outfield card to center field.
Okay.
Okay, my center fielder is, let's look and see who he is. Jimmy Slagle. He's a 5-3.
Okay, he's a 5-3. So we now spin the outfield
Spin the
card
outfield
again.
card again.
All right. What's Slagle do? Now we got a P5.
I do have a P5. That's an N.
All
Batter
right.
safe at first. Runners advanced 1 base.
All right, so I bloop it essentially to the outfield.
Lands in here.
Cano's a 2-0.
And the runners all move up 1
right.
base. And we're down to 9 pips.
Wow, this is an eventful second inning here.
And now the bases are loaded with 1 out, and
Got
that brings up Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher.
Okay, we're going to play the infield in at third and first, double play depth up the middle.
Okay.
And here we go,
He's a
three-finger
sack bunt.
brown.
I could possibly bunt with Nick Swisher.
Not happening. Minus
Nick-
home
home
run.
run? Okay.
We're going to respin that minus home run,
Okay, he's got to try to spin it out here. That's what he's trying to do.
and he respins it into a minus hit.
Okay. Now if I can draw a walk here, this is how the Yankees gonna beat you. I gotta draw the walks. 12.
12's a ground ball. Nick
Okay.
Swisher does have a respin.
Okay, but it is not up the middle, right? So
No, not
I'm
co-
batting
infielders in at the
left,
corner.
and the infield's in at the corner. So we would have to spin the infield in play at the plate disc.
Correct, and there is no it gets by the guy.
Okay.
Not on this one.
Who's your third baseman?
My third baseman is
I think it's Steinfeld. Let's see what Steinfeld is before we make this decision.
Steinfeld's really good.
All right. Where's the? Oh, there's.
Steinfeld is a 3B51.
Oh, we're going play at the plate, man.
So we're going to go into infield in, play at the plate.
All right.
Did you get the
so,
card?
Yeah, I got the card.
So
All right.
we're going to see what happens. He's a 5-1.
So we know it's going to third base. No, it could go to shortstop too because it's opposite.
Let me show people
Okay.
what Seinfeld is here.
So let's see where it's hit to first. Okay. It is hit to the shortstop.
It's hit to the shortstop.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be, I
That's
believe
Tinker.
that's Joe, Tinker.
Okay.
And he's not real great.
He's a
He's
5'2".
52.
All right. Let's see what
Let's
happens.
see what happens.
All right. Spinning the disc. We got a P
4-5, which I have. He's a 5.
Hold on. That is
It's a 4-5.
no. You look at the screen there. You're looking at the card.
What's that R?
That's a line.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, home field advantage.
So you get to pick it. So you
And we'll
pick
take
P4.
the P4.
So you can pick X or FC.
And now, if you pull your rule book out, you'll see that on the ground. No, the other. That's the ground rules. The other one on the rule book, the infield in. Here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think you probably just got a double play on me.
I believe I did. Ground ball middle. That's not it. Sacrifice.
This is what everybody wants to do: is watch somebody open
Watch
up the
somebody
rule book.
rule book it. Yes.
We don't have this memorized.
Ground ball, infield, play at the plate, page 51. That's how easy your rule book is to use. Okay, on page 51, it says, key, ground ball, play at the plate, X. Runner on third base is caught in a rundown and is out. Other base runners will advance as far as possible. Batter runner will advance to second base. If the bases are loaded, then home to first, double play.
That was a very unlucky roll on my part. For
Okay,
spin.
so we double him up.
Yep.
That makes 3 outs.
Yep.
And because of that, we gain a pip back.
Double plays, caught stealings, give you pips back on your picture.
And that's 3 outs.
Pitcher.
So we get out of a bases loaded jam in the second inning. And that brings up my guy, Wildfire Schulte.
Is he another
the
guy I
right
got to
fielder.
watch the bunt on?
Oh, yeah, 345.
Same thing. Same thing.
Okay, we'll let this one spin.
B for Schulte.
Schulte is a left-hander.
See what Schulte does here. Well, that's a long, lengthy spin.
8.
See
That's a fly ball.
That's 1 away.
1 out. Johnny Kling
Same thing.
is a, no, he's my catcher. He's a
We'll just
233.
bring it in at third for him. Since
He's a
not
threat
super
later in the
speed
game,
figure.
not right this minute.
That's a B to Kling.
I don't have great hitters, but they are good.
Like, you know when your slowest guy is like...
How about a single? Is that a 7? Yes.
I'm
that's
going
a
to make you
single.
respin that.
Okay.
I'm going to take you down. I'm going to respin that.
Using his 1, 2,
Kling.
3 respin
Yeah.
from last inning.
Got a free one.
And he gets a
Two?
2. Spin the infield card, ground ball card, not the ground ball. That
Oh,
one.
sorry.
The regular ground ball.
My bad. All right, he's good.
It is not an error,
Two
so
away.
that's 2 outs, and that brings up the center fielder, Jimmy Slagle. He's a sack
Yeah.
344.
Yeah, we're the same thing. So
Spinning the
in at first and third.
spinner.
You know the deal. You know the deal.
And a single.
I will make you respin that one.
And that's 2 respins that he's
That is
used.
2. That is 2.
And walked him.
Ooh, can't do that.
So now we have a 44 on base.
Oof. Tried to get the second 1, 2, 3 inning.
Okay, and now
I
we
was
have
trying to
Jimmy
do.
Sheckard, who's a sack 344.
We're holding runner on.
And we're going to use the hit and run card.
Okay. Interesting.
We're going to send him. And since there's 2 outs, we're going to just do bases loaded hit and run. I mean, excuse me, full count hit
Did
and
you
run.
switch the card or is
No.
Okay.
No. Full count hit and run. And what that means is if it lands on batter misses pitch, it's strike 3. Anywhere else, he spins the pitcher and the runner is going.
All right, let's see what happens here.
So spin the pitcher,
Come
runner
on.
is running.
CC, let's go, baby. That's a B.
We have a B.
Have I spun
to
anything
Jimmy
else
Sheckard.
besides CC with a B?
Jimmy Sheckard with a
Straight
runner
B's
on.
from CC.
And Sheckard
See what
gets
happens
a
here.
walk.
2 walks. Kind
He's
of
down another
give it a
pip.
dose of my own
Now we
medicine.
have a 44 on. We have 2 on,
Okay.
2 outs.
Okay. Okay.
Sack 233 for my DH.
We'll hold the runner on first.
And we're going to go spin the pitcher. I don't need to send runners here
Okay.
because a single will score a run.
Yet another B from CC. He's just edging his way around the plate. Probably has a little bit high of a pitch count this time with back-to-back walks.
Make it 3 walks.
Ooh.
CC has walked, the bases loaded. He is a 33 this time. Goodness
little bit
gracious.
tired
And
on
now we
CC.
have Joe Tinker up, who is a weak
2
hitting
outs.
shortstop
Yeah, we're not
with
gonna,
2 outs.
We'll be back.
And nobody's going anywhere, so we're just going to go.
B from CC.
Okay, here we go. Joe Tinker comes up. Let's see what he's going to do.
Let's see what happens. 2.
2, and that's a ground ball, and
That's
that's
3 away.
3 away.
CC gets out. Wow. Good job, CC.
Now, I'll tell you,
Another bases loaded second inning.
we have had bases loaded for both teams in the second inning, but now we move to the third.
All right. Now here's my one guy that can bunt the ball.
Now, let me tell you guys this: if we see the screen go blank, we'll change the battery, and we'll go back to where we'll take that play over. So if you were in the middle of a spin and it goes blank, we'll just take it over.
Is the charger not plugged in?
Now I put a new battery in,
Okay.
but it doesn't run on electricity; it runs on
Okay.
batteries. Okay, so we're in the third, and Brett Gardner's up. He's a
355 plus.
355 plus.
Yeah.
We're going to play the infield in at the corners to try to shut him down.
I'm going to try to drag bunt with Brett Gardner.
So you're going to drag bunt with Brett Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
All I've gotten so far is a bunch of foul balls.
Try to get it in on the field here. Sack 3.
So that's
he
ball
does
on
get
the
it down
ground.
the ground. See if he can beat the
55
throw
plus. We
out.
go to the inner circle now. What do you got?
I got an S5, so he
So
makes
he
it.
is- Well, you get your choice between single or out.
Yes, single.
So that is a pip off of 3 finger.
Go Brett
A
Gardner.
base runner. And who's up?
We have Derek Jeter up at the plate.
There's not much of a bunt threat. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hold on the runner at first base.
Okay.
My catcher is very good.
Yeah.
My catcher is, look at Johnny Kling's a 55.
Yeah, we'll hit and run.
As good as it gets.
We'll hit and run. See
All
what
right,
that
look
does.
around. You're going to hit and run. What do you get?
Yeah.
Foul ball, spin
So
the pitcher.
Nothing happens. All right, that's
Pitcher
fine.
spins
That's
and
fine.
gets a hit walk minus.
All right, come on, Jeets. Let's see if you can. He spun a home run last time. That's a fly ball.
He does have one
So it's
respin
one
if you
away.
want to use it.
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's 1 down.
1 down. Jeter sits down.
Holding the
Fly
runner
ball.
on base.
Johnny Damon, go ahead.
Spinning 3 finger again.
Should I steal? Should I not?
That looks like a line
I'm a lefty.
home run minus then.
All right, so Johnny Damon. Some dog action in the background. See if Johnny Damon can do anything here. That is a double.
Is it okay? 3 fingers going to make him respin that
All
double.
right, all right, all right. Let's see if Johnny can
Take
do
it
anything.
away.
here.
Let's see if we can stop this.
Another foul, like
'Cause he
Brown
could
makes me
score
foul
on a
off.
double.
Yeah, he can. That is a 12.
Is it a 12?
right?
That's a ground ball.
See where it's
He
to.
wasn't running,
It's to third base.
so it's to the third baseman.
You got a 5-1,
I have a 5-1.
so we'll spin it again.
Let's see what happens here. Double play.
Okay.
A D is a double play, guys.
It's 2 double plays to end back-to-back innings.
How about that? The defense for now. The thing about it is, if we were using your new stuff against my old stuff, it's probably a base hit. But since we're playing neutral ground, we're using just numbers, evens things up. My guys are pretty good fielders now.
Okay.
All right, that brings up the top of my order, Johnny Evers, sack 355
Say
plus,
corners again.
and we are going to drag bunt.
Here it goes.
He got a base hit on his drag bunt with Brett Gardner. Let's see if I can follow suit. And I have, what does that say? That's
An
an
F.
F. So that's a
foul
foul ball.
ball.
Spin the pitcher.
Walk hit minus. Good
Walk
job,
hit
CC.
minus to Johnny Evers.
Something besides a B this time from
Yeah.
CC. That's unusual.
That's a foul
Takes
ball.
it away. Good job. Good job.
Let's
See if we can do it
does
again.
this time. Johnny Evers.
Ooh, is that a 6?
That's a 6. That's
Alright.
a ground ball up the middle. Let's go to,
Go to second
This is
base.
the error spin
Oh,
first.
error spin first. Okay.
It's not an error.
No
Now,
error.
if it lands
Now we
on the
go-
shortstop, that's a base hit.
Because it gets past Jeter.
It does not.
It does
lands on the
not.
third baseman.
Jeter manages to get
So
him.
you got
Good job.
one out.
All right.
That brings up Harry Steinfeld.
Corners again. Corners again.
We're going to try to drag bunt once
All
again.
right. All right.
Probably ought to just leave that card out there. Isn't this a beautiful game board? It is. isn't
All
it?
right.
There we go. He's got it on the
Gets
ground.
it on the ground. He's a 45.
He's a
See
45.
if he can beat it out.
And we got, what
There's
does it
a
say
liner
up there?
between the S and the X.
Look at it up there.
I am. It's S and the X.
Okay, home field advantage. We'll
Yeah.
take the safe at first base.
I'm going to use my.
Your
I'm going to use
fielding,
my fielding coach.
your bench coach.
My bench coach. And I
Okay.
want to make you respin that.
Put it on the bench coach. That way
Okay.
you know you've used him. You
Okay.
can't use him again.
That's a.
That is, let's look at it.
That is 1B53 or.
No, we're on the
Inside.
yeah, inside. What do you got?
Who's a 1B53? It should not. There's nobody in our game that's a 1B53.
Believe it or not, I've made 2 of them in the 1899.
2 out of like the 300 first
guy.
basemen that we
What
have.
do we have there between the what?
It's the X and the S.
Okay, so is it a line? Was it a line?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that spun it.
I'm looking.
I think that's in the X actually.
I think it's in the X too.
Yeah.
So that's an
So
out.
Teixeira gets you.
So that's 2 away.
Good job, Tex.
Teixeira. Harry
I
Steinfeld's
know
down.
you hear me complain about 1B53s. I make a ton of cards, and when I gripe about it is because I never see that.
The old guys you got. You do.
Same thing for corners for Chance there. B to Chance.
Chance is going to do it.
Have I spun an out with CC yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
You spun maybe 1 with Brown?
Okay,
Is that a
what
14?
is it? Got a 14
Yeah.
on the infield pop up. We'll live with it. That's
Okay.
3 outs.
That's 3 up, 3
1,
down.
2, 3
That's
in.
a pip. That's a respin for Sabathia.
Yes, it is. And we go to the 4th inning now.
Bench coach, man.
The bench coach. We did it. We're in the
Yeah.
4th inning now.
Hey,
And
Rob.
I'm going to get some bullpen activity going in the 4th. I'm going to get up some heavy hitters. I'm going to get up Orville overall. And if Feister's a
Now, for
fall,
bullpen, are these guys considered R2s?
they are. That's not in the rules. They are.
Oh.
They are what they are, but they come in as an S, but they're bullpen pitchers. The S, all that does for them is they can't. They get 1 spin on the
Gotcha. Gotcha.
chart instead of 2. Okay, I've
Well,
got
guys, if you're just tuning in, we're in the 4th inning here. And the score is
8-0, yes,
the
I got
4th 0-0.
Feister and overall up in the pen.
Good pitching match between Three Finger Brown and CC.
So
Sabathia.
far, so good. Okay, we're in the top of the 4th.
A-Rod.
A-Rod's pitching. A-Rod's batting. Three Finger Brown. Let's see what he's got. Hit minus.
H-. I don't think he's spun a B yet.
He doesn't have much. He's
All right.
walked the last time
A-Rod,
up.
that's a base hit.
And that's a hit.
but it's
Minus, so that's a foul ball.
All right. So we'll spin
And
an
his
A-Rod
next spin,
once
he gets
more.
a-
That is a drawn
Another
walk.
walk. Brown's down to 7 pips, 3 respins.
All right. So
With the
Mark
runner on, they're
Teixeira,
going to hold A-Rod tightly.
you go ahead and spin the pitcher. I'm not going to.
Here we go with 3 finger.
Home run.
That
minus.
is a home run minus to Teixeira.
Another home run.
We're going to
minus.
respin that.
Oof. Okay. All right.
And here he goes. He's going to spin this time and get a ground ball.
That's not what we wanted.
Can't respin a respin. The ground ball is hit to the first baseman, who is a.
He was holding the runner on.
He definitely was. So that's base hit.
That is a base
We're going to
hit.
use our bench coach.
To respin the fielding.
To respin the fielding card.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens this time. To the shortstop. That's
Shortstop.
Joe Tinker.
I think he's a 52.
I believe he's pretty good. Joe Tinker is
He gets his
a
third double play
52.
here. I don't know what it was
52. What happens here? Let's look up here. That's a P2.
P2. That's another double
That's a
play.
double play, baby.
Three.
Hey, let me just say it right now. That's an infield from
Three
hell,
double
man.
plays and 3 separate innings.
And my guy using the bench coach like yours did.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
3-finger Brown pitching to Hideki Matsui.
Matsui's
He
up.
gets a home run minus.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Oh,
All right.
he gets a pit back too.
That's a double.
Well, let's look on the thing.
Oh, no, that's a 2.
It's a 2.
Okay. See if it's an error.
Okay, so see where it's 2. It's not an error, so that's 3 up and 3 down.
Not a 1-2-3 inning.
Not a 1-2-3 inning though, because we had a base runner. All right, we are now in the bottom of the 4th. Wildfire Schulte, sack
Rolls, do the
345
corners on the
plus.
Schultes.
Schulte is going to go ahead and try to drag bunt.
Okay.
That's what this team has to do.
All the time.
They've got to do it. You've got to be able to do it and be patient. That's a foul ball.
All right, come on, CC. Give me an out this time. K!
And Schulte does not have the broken K, so that's a strikeout.
All right.
1 down. Johnny Kling.
All right.
Spin the pitcher. He
all
ain't
right.
going
All
nowhere.
right, come
Kling's
on.
my catcher.
Let's go here.
You don't have to worry
Walk
about
hit minus
Are
to
you
Johnny
sure?
Clean. I'm pretty
Okay.
positive. It's on the camera, pretty crystal
Let's see
clear.
what we got here with Kling. Colonel Kling. hits
Walk
a
hit minus
foul
takes it
ball.
away. Takes
Here he
the
goes.
hit away.
And
Can he,
this time
can he
gets-
rebound and get it? Oh.
What's it say there? It's a 7.
That is a 7?
That's a 7.
All right, there's a base hit.
That's a base
Let's
knock.
see.
He's a 33. Okay, this is 1 out with Jimmy Slagle. He's a 344.
We'll hold the runner on.
They're going to hit and run with him.
Looking through my bullpen options here.
He's taken off. Let's see what happens. That is on the batter misses pitch.
Ooh.
So he must try to steal second base.
I was holding him on.
He's now a 31.
Okay, we'll see if Posada can gun him down here, man.
He's a 31. Outer ring is where we play.
All right. Let's see
And
what
it
happens.
is a
C
1-4.
1-4. I have a 2-2.
2-2,
Yeah.
so he's safe.
Steal
Because you lose
second.
on one of the two, you have to win on both if there's
Yeah.
2 numbers up there.
So he steals it.
So he steals a base. That says Jimmy Slagle, let's go.
Man, okay.
So we didn't hit and run. We got Mrs. Pitch.
No. That's a B.
Here we go
Imagine
with
that. From
Slagle.
CC. Once more.
Slagle gets
See what happens with Slagle.
a base hit.
I'm gonna have to make you respin there.
Woo!
Yeah, like
Here
this
we
is
go.
tight situation
With
here.
1 out, with no outs, I'd have sacked him. 12 is a ground ball oppo.
So
He's
he's-
a left-hander. It's to this side.
Yeah, so to the shortstop, it just keeps him there.
Well, you got to spin it. If it lands on any of the colors, we play it.
Okay.
It does not,
So
so
keeps
that's
him
going to keep him there.
2 away.
With 2 away. And
All
now
right.
you have Jimmy Sheckard.
All right.
Spin the pitcher. I'm not going to bunt with 2 outs.
See if Sabathia can get out of this one with a B.
Let's go.
Man, this is a.
Okay.
Hit.
Sheckard is going to use a respin.
Oh, we're gonna try to get a run scored here.
And I
This
keep
guy.
that in this book right here. This is a really
He's
cool
a
book.
260 hitter. He's got
Really cool book here. You got the Star Power Baseball Batter Respins book, and you can see mine's been well worn.
Yeah, Sheckard's got it. Like he just spun it out, so his odds are getting ahead, gone up
Let's
a little
go.
bit.
Let's go. Come on, Jimmy. And he does get a hit.
All right,
And
so
let's
it
see where
goes
it's
to the
to.
outfield.
Who you got
Goes
in
to
right field?
field. I got Nick Swisher out in right field.
You got Swish
Yeah, he's a 2-1. which
We're
is
going.
not- I'm going to throw to second.
throwing to second base. Okay, Sheckard will stop
Yeah.
at first.
I don't want to
He
risk
is a
putting the runner in
44.
scoring position.
And the score, now see this one here, we get to change this to a 1.
Yeah.
And that brings up my DH, Solly Hoffman.
All right.
He is a sack 2,
Hold the runner on.
and we're going to steal second base.
Trying to get another one off Jorge.
I'll try. Let's see what happens. Looks like he is gunned down.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Oh, I get a pit back for that, too.
You're going to gain a pip,
All right.
but not a run. And
No.
Joe Tinker is looking in the on-deck circle going, how can you get thrown out stealing off a Jorge? Anyway, it takes the inning over with. That's a 0 here. You go to the 5th inning now,
I'm down 1-0, guys.
and it's 1-0. My bullpen is hot, ready to go.
I got
Three-finger
AJ
Brown.
Burnett up in the bullpen.
Okay, put him up there so we can see him. There's your
Okay.
bullpen
He's
there.
over here. Okay.
That's your bench.
Okay.
Okay, I've got so many card holders, it's crazy up here. Our stuff is awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so we got who up?
Jorge
Jorge. We're
Posada.
back for him. Three-finger Brown pitching into the 5th inning, and he gets a G to Jorge.
See if he spins an error.
And if it's an error,
No.
not an error, so that's one
One out.
down.
Kind
And remember, neither Gentry nor I can use a bench coach anymore. So the strategy cards are the way they are. They are not going to be able to be respun.
Yep.
And Three-finger Brown pinching to Cano. A hit walk minus, you can see that.
Brown is tough, guys.
104
this is
ERA
literally
with a
probably-
.93 whip.
What the single season best pitcher
Yeah,
card ever of all
yeah.
time. Strike
The
3.
whiff.
Strike
2 down, man. 2 down.
We got Nick Swisher.
Let's get Nick. Let's
Nick
go. Come on.
Swisher.
Come on. Let's get him. Hit walk minus. A
No
WH
way.
hit
Again.
walk. Here we go. And it's a
That's a ground ball to the opposite side, so third or
Yeah,
short.
third or short.
And that's 3 away.
3 outs.
That's a
and
1-2-3 inning.
That's a 1-2-3 inning for the starting pitcher.
Yep.
So he's going to gain a respin,
Wow.
giving him 3 respins with 8 pips left. And now we're in the
Oh, you know
bottom
what? I
of
gave
the
myself fatigue. I should have given myself a respin. That should be a 3.
bottom of the
I
5th.
messed that up. My bad.
Okay.
All right. Hoffman in at third for Hoffman.
And go.
All right.
He was out when we got caught stealing. He was up when we got caught stealing.
Hey, you notice how like the spinner never lands here?
And,
Just pointing that out.
and mine have
It
mine have been up here in the
Oh,
home run
it's landed on
minus.
that
man.
G a couple times. It never lands there on the F. Okay.
I've cursed it. I made him sit over there on purpose. All right, here's Solly Hoffman. Like there were 256 that year. And that looks like
6.
a ground ball up the middle. Error spin first.
No error.
Not an error. Now land on that shortstop.
Oh no.
It does.
That's a base hit.
That's a base hit. Jeter cannot
Can't
get to it. That makes him a 33 up on first base.
Can't do anything about that.
No, you can't. Now,
Right.
you can see on this diamond here, basically we just use our kind of our heads right here in the center of the board as the bases. So first, second, third, you see how it works. Okay, now we've got Joe Tinker up, who's a sack 344.
Putting Phil Hughes out in the bullpen.
And you put another roll.
You remember Phil Hughes?
I do remember
Okay.
Phil Hughes.
All
What
right.
do we got? We got 344 up the bat.
Corners again.
We're going to straight up sacrifice bunt.
Ooh, nice. Okay, let's see what happens.
All right. The corners are in, trying to prevent the sacrifice. He's a sack 3.
X.
Ooh, we better pull the rule book out now because I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
going to be lead runner out. First thing I do is I look in the
Get lead
index.
runner out. Great.
Sack bunt is on page 40. So I flip it over to page 40 and sacrificing 39, 40. Key X, lead runner is out. If the out was a force, then the batter is also out.
Double play.
Double play.
Yeah.
Here you go. So that was a very poorly executed bunt by the shortstop Joe Tinker.
You got a fatigue spin.
That's the second of out, and he gets a pip back, and that brings up the leadoff batter Johnny Evers.
Corners for Evers.
And we will let that ride.
Give me that
Let's
F right
play.
there. How about there?
Almost
Still
made it
me.
go on that
Trying.
side.
Trying.
Evers, let's go, Johnny. Let's do this. And that's a fly ball.
Okay. Any errors?
If it lands
Gotta
on the
check
E,
for
it
an
is
error.
not happening.
Cece gets out of it again.
So we are now through 5. We go to the
Hey,
6.
and how many outs have I spun on my CC card? 1.
K, you got the K.
I got 1 out spun on like what? 15, 18, no, 18, 20, 21 spins. I've spun
Remember
1 out.
now, come this next inning, when I'm batting, he has to take fatigue.
I know.
Okay, because we're in the 6th.
Yep.
And Brown's fine through 8. He'll have to test in the 9th if he makes it that far.
I got Brett Gardner up.
Oh, we're going to play the infield in at the corners.
We're going to let you spin this time
Let's see
because
what
we're going to
happens.
see if we can
Let's see what
slap
happens.
it
here.
past one of them.
A B, and Three Fingers going to respin that B,
3-finger Brown spun a B.
and he gets a B
A
again.
B. Oh,
Double B.
back-to-back Bs.
Double B, and Brett.
Oh, goodness.
Brett's the one that's got on for you. He got the bunt single last
Yes, he
time.
did. That is a line.
A 412 line.
I'm a lefty.
I'm a righty.
So I'm gonna pick the 12.
Okay, so you got to
Okay.
spin the infield card.
All right. So see if there's an error first.
It's the error card.
No. So if
No,
I can,
you don't do error. Yeah, nobody's on.
so
You
if
do
I
the
can
error.
get it on that third base again, this is a base hit.
It's be a
Regardless.
base hit if it lands on the third base, like we did with Jeter on the other. So
Does
that's
not. His is the shortstop one.
So that's one out. Okay.
Hey man, Gardner almost got through.
Gardner's a pest.
Yeah.
Didn't he lead off for them a lot, or did he always hit nine?
He let off some.
And he's got the big head.
He had the
He had a
big head,
melon.
yes.
Okay, we're up to Jeter. We'll play
Yeah.
infield back for
Yeah.
Jeter. Here we go with Brownie. And a home run minus to Jeter.
Well, I don't think I'm hitting a home run this game. I just have an inkling.
I wouldn't be
See
so
if
sure.
Jeter can get a hit though. That
What does it
is
say? It's a
7 and 8 line.
7-8 line. I've got the lines on
That's a
Jeter.
fly ball.
Fly ball.
No errors. No 2 away.
2 away. Who's up now?
Johnny Damon.
We'll take this on the spin for 3 finger, and he
Okay.
gets a
Another B.
take it.
That's 3 B's spun by
This
3
inning.
finger. Wow.
He's getting a little tired, I guess.
That
What does it
is
say?
an 8. So Damon flies it out for
3 outs. That's a 1-2-3 inning for 3 finger Brown. Gains a respin.
What are you gonna do against
Only
this guy?
starting pitchers.
Yeah.
And that goes to the bottom of the 6th. CC has to test for fatigue.
All right. All right.
Testing for fatigue now. He has 4 pips remaining.
Yeah.
He has to. And are you leaving him in for
Oh, yeah.
sure?
He's still in.
He has to spin a 4 or less,
4 or
or
less.
he has to face the leadoff batter.
Okay.
No way around it.
Right. I want that big fat 1 here. Come on, CC.
The 1 means he doesn't have to spin again.
That's what we want. That is a 7.
So CC is tired. So you take these right here, and they go away.
It was a retired the
And
tire.
pretty much his whole card now is a B.
B's, but I still have 3 respins, and we're gonna utilize all of them. All right. So
All right. So we have Harry Steinfeld up, and
That
he's
is
at
a B.
345, and we will not try to bunt, but you got the corners in, correct?
yeah, I do.
Here we go.
Per huge.
Yes. Here we go with Seinfeld, and he gets a base.
Steinfeld.
I know, but I like
All right,
Seinfeld.
I'm gonna use a respin.
Using the respin on Harry. America loves you, Harry Steinfeld.
Is that a song? 2. So see for an error.
Is it an error?
No
No,
error.
and now it goes to the
Third,
third
shorter
base.
third.
Third base.
Shortstop.
So that's an out.
1 away.
1 down.
Come on, CC.
Frank Chance, 355 plus.
Corners again
Corners
for
again.
Chance.
We'll let this ride.
B.
Here goes Chance.
Man, it's a tough one.
He'll use a respin.
Yep, I figured. He's got 2. Frank Chance has 2 total. I haven't used a single respin, by the way.
Get
On my
your
batters,
pitchers, you
anyway.
There's a base knock.
Okay, all right. Was he a 55?
The 55 plus.
Yep.
So now we have a guy on first with 1 out, and he's a 55 plus. Posada's over there. Come on, man.
All right.
You got to get this
We're
guy.
gonna hold him on in the third.
All right, we're
CC's
going to
holding
steal
on.
it, man. That move for CC going to get Frank. Going to get that X.
One can hope.
Let's see what happens. Let's go. C14.
I don't have. I have 2-2.
2-2. That's a stolen base.
Okay.
Once again, you have to win on both numbers when it's up there like that. You got to win on both.
Yep.
We got 1 out with a runner on second base.
And at
Wildfire Schulte is up.
Wildfire. That's a K, but
Okay.
he's tired, so it's a B.
So it's a B. That's right.
Second time I've spun it out.
The second
Unfortunately.
time. And Schulte gets a,
10. You can't respin that unless you got a batting coach.
which I do have, but with 2 outs and a big nasty catcher coming up next, I'm going to take it.
All right, so that's 2 outs.
2 outs, and that brings up Johnny Kling, spin
right.
the pitcher.
All right, see if
I'll
CC
save
can
it
get
for
out
this
of this
one. That's a
man.
B.
Oh, hold on.
Did you hit him?
Um,
Line BX.
Yeah,
Kling is a righty.
I'm a lefty.
We're not using injuries, so
Plunked
he's
him.
on.
You plunked him.
And you took my respin guy away.
Oh man, bummer.
Jimmy Slagle, spin the pitch out.
Good job, CC. That was a strategic hit by pitch.
A B again.
Yes.
Slagle needs a single. Walked him.
Oof.
So that loads the bases up.
I don't know what that guy is.
He's a 30. He's a 44.
44. All right.
Yeah. By the way, if you ever use just regular guys from the 1930s on, you'll never see a team with this many base runners like this. Jimmy Sheckard, He is not used his. He did use his respin,
Yes.
so he's at 0.
All right, anything but a walk, man. F.
Fly
Well, he's
ball.
tired. We'll see if he can get this guy out. Oh,
Strikeout.
can we
We're
get
going
it?
to
Oh,
use
he's
our
gonna
batting
use it.
coach.
He's gonna use it. All right.
And now
All
we're
right.
out of managerial respins.
All right. All right.
Only way you can respin a 10 is with a batting coach.
Yep.
And I've got one,
Okay.
so we're using it, and here
That's
he goes.
the guy that strikes out the most for that team.
It
too, I think.
sure is, and he gets a fly ball.
Oh, good job, CC.
3 outs.
CC's coming off the mound doing his
It is. Our manager is empty.
Hey, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Like, CC, your day is done, bro.
And the Yankee fans, all 3 of them in the crowd, give him an ovation.
He did an amazing job. 6 innings, 1 earned run, off a very potent Cubs offense.
They're not bad.
There
They're
are a lot
scary.
of pluses on
They're
them.
scary.
All right.
Okay. Alex Rodriguez from Three Finger, pitching in the 7th. Here we go.
A-Rod. Can we get an A-bomb?
How about a
from
G?
How about you respin that? I'm going to use my A-Rod
Okay,
respin.
so I'm going to go A-Rod.
This is where the Yankees start to use these respins. I've reserved them all for the last
Three
innings of the
Finger.
game. Oh, that
that's
looked like
hit
it pumped
batter.
him. Bam!
That
Pumped
hit him.
him. Oof. A-Rod's on
Who's
the base
respin?
again.
A-Rod's on base. No, we decided not to use injuries.
All right, all right.
We're going to hold him
Mark
on.
Teixeira. Okay.
Not going to run on my 55 catcher.
Yeah. Nah,
Here we go.
I'm good.
Hit walk minus
Hit walk
to
minus. Sorry.
Teixeira.
Okay. Anything but a 10 is what I'm looking for here, everybody. Anything but a 10. Anything but a 10. Walked him.
Hit walk minus.
That's what we want. Oh, okay. So respin. Let's do it again. And walked him.
So we walked
Bam. Yes. He's a 1-5. 2 base runners on in a row. Did it bring him down to fatigue?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
All right. Now we got 2009 World Series hero Hideki Matsui.
Infield's back. Here
You
we
got
go.
it. You got it.
Here we go.
B.
B. Brown will respin that.
Okay. All right. See what happens.
And he gets a.
Was that a wild pitch?
That's a line.
Oh,
so yes, it
I'm a
is.
lefty. Oh.
Well, no, that's home field advantage. No, that
No,
is
that's
lefty,
a lefty
righty.
righty.
So he moves up here.
Brown throws
and
it in
now
the dirt.
infield moves in.
Oh, and I get free spins here, man.
Infield moved in.
All right, Hideki, come on, baby. This is our opportunity.
Infield's in.
That is a 12. I'm going to respin that with Hideki. Because he's got a good infield, man. I gotta. Come on,
Infield's
Hideki.
in.
Come on, baby. You can do this. That is a fly ball.
Fly
See where
ball.
it's to. That is to left field.
Jimmy Sheckard's a 5-3.
We're gonna go for it, man.
We're going to throw home.
Come on, A-Rod. You can do this, baby. E. Oh, he throws it away.
Yeah, and they both might score. Let me see this. They might both score on this
Oh,
error.
no. Actually, no for you. Gay for me. But
Fly ball. Let me look here.
he's going to throw it over. He's going to sail it over the head of the catcher, Johnny
It
Clay.
might happen.
Oh,
Fly
goodness.
ball to the outfield, page 47. And on page 47, it says you don't even need to look here. Fly ball to the outfield. E. Throwing error. All runners advance 2 bases.
Yeah.
So that scores 2
2
runs.
runs.
And the Yankees are up 2 to
Oh
1 in the 7th.
Gosh, what is happening? What is happening? Wow. Okay. Wow.
All right.
Wow, 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 wow.
Who's up?
That was Hideki Matsui's sacrifice fly to score 2 runs.
Yep.
We got that's still 1 out though. Jorge Posada.
Infield's back for
Yep.
Posada, and he gets a fly ball. Looks like yes.
Okay, I'll take it.
You'll take it. That's
Yeah.
2 outs.
Posada might have one more bat going on for him, so we'll do
And
it.
a 3rd out right here.
Is that another
Ooh,
plunk?
That's another hit.
Oh,
batter.
that's got to be a warning, fella.
Why?
That's 2 hit batters in an inning after taking the lead.
That's not.
Oh, you're such a bad umpire.
The guy didn't
Oh,
hit a
man.
home run. The guy didn't steal a base.
That's
It's
such a
Robinson
bad
Cano.
umpiring.
Did he do
This
the
is what's
Cano
wrong
shuffle?
with the umpires today.
Did he do a Cano shuffle? No. All right, we'll play behind him with Nick Swisher up.
Game 7, you're not going to give anybody a warning.
B.
B. Brown
Fingers
is
gonna
losing
respin
it here, guys.
He respins
losing
it
it.
and gets a hit walk minus.
Okay. Swish. Come on, Swish. That's a 4. I'm going to use a respin for Swisher.
Okay, All right. Here's Swish.
Come on,
He
Nick.
gets a.
Oh my goodness! That is gone?
That's a home run.
Two-run home run. Nick
2-run
Swisher.
home run
Swisher.
on Brown.
Oh man, told you. Yankees plan. Last 3 innings, use your respins.
Okay, that's going to do it for
Sorry,
Three-Finger
Three-Finger.
Brown.
Wow, 4-run inning so far by the
We're going to
Yankees.
bring in, you got Gardner up. He's a
Gardner's
lefty.
up. Yeah.
We're going to bring in Jack Feister,
All right.
who is an 8-4, just like Brown was.
Whew.
So he's going to have 12 pips, but he no longer gets the
1, 2, 3 or triple K.
right.
Yeah.
There you go. And I'm used all my coaches, so we're there.
Okay.
Infield's in at the corners.
I got you.
Here's Feister.
Let's see if he can do anything.
HR minus. He's going to respin that.
Big.
And he respins it into a home run minus.
Let's see if Gardner can do anything again. He's been a pest. No, he pops
fly
it,
ball.
flies it out to the
3 outs.
3 out. Right field.
But now the 06 Cubs are down 4-1.
Wow.
And we're in the bottom of the 7th.
Wow.
Solly Hoffman is up.
We're bringing in Phil Hughes. So Hughes is an S2 +4, so he's got to get 6 pips and then 4 respins.
Okay, Solly Hoffman's up. He's at 233.
So AJ Burnett's still up. We're going to put Pettit up,
Ooh, get a lefty.
and then that's about it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right. There we go. Who we got?
Solly
Hoffman in
Hoffman,
at third.
233. All right, we're going to try to drag back.
Drag it. Okay. Hoffman's dragging it.
On this picture, yeah, he's a 2-4, right?
See what happens.
Solly Hoffman, the DH. Ball is a foul ball.
Foul ball because he's not a 3.
Spin the pitcher.
Come on, Phil. That is a B for Phil.
4 respins. I need to get on base right here.
Yeah, you do.
Hoffman, let's go.
Fly ball.
Fly ball. That's a 4.
See what happens.
Oh, you can't respin it. That's
He
flat in the
drops
middle
the
of the
fly ball.
E.
Come on.
Now, on a fly ball E,
It's
that's
a center fielder
that's
drops
a
it.
2-base
You
error.
just drop it. What are you talking about, 2-base error?
Look on this here. Error to
Why
the
would it be anything
outfield.
more?
Because the fly ball, it's a fly ball error. That's 2 bases.
So
You guys
every
drop it.
time is the error in the fly ball is a 2-base error?
2-base error on the fly ball, yeah.
That seems like a flaw in the rules to me, everybody. Okay, so
No, it won't be in that. It'll be on the error spin.
fly ball to the outfield.
Nope. It'll be on error spin.
Okay.
It's a different thing. Even though it is a fly ball to the outfield.
These errors,
You
guys.
look up here. That's right here. Error spin page 30. So you go to page 30. 30. E's on the yellow space.
Entertaining rule books again.
G's, okay, this is an error spin is necessary. Ground ball card, if the outfield directly on the E. On a ground
Safe
ball
at
error, the
second.
batter will be safe at first. If error is committed, submit. If no error on the fly ball, batter is safe at second. So he goes to second base. Pip comes off of Phil Hughes.
Got it.
And Solly Hoffman's at 33, standing out there at second
Dang,
base.
Dang. Okay, all right.
That brings up Joe Tinker.
And third. And first.
He's going to try to drag bunt. He's at 344.
Okay. Right there.
Oh yeah, I got the wrong one here.
You missed it again. It's right there.
Here we go. The drag bunt is S. Is that what it says right there? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's an S.
He
So
stays.
he stays there. But Joe Tinker, who is a 44, moves up
And I
here.
can't do anything to respin any of this.
That's right. And here comes Johnny Evers. We're
And
down
field
by
in.
3, correct?
Field in.
We're going to try to drag bunt again.
Yep. This is how the Cubs
Now
play.
they'll move
everybody.
up. Now they will move up. And he gets a
Foul
sack
ball.
1. That's a foul ball.
I'm gonna respin that. Yeah, go ahead. Messed that spin.
Let's see what happens here.
That is a hit minus.
Hit minus.
Hit minus.
Johnny Evers.
Can the Cubs make another comeback?
We need to
Not
get it
another
out
one,
there.
but
Let's
another.
go. Hit minus. That's a hit.
Hit minus.
There
Come
he
on.
goes. Johnny Evers.
Come on.
Evers.
Come on.
Evers.
That's an 8.
Fly ball.
Hits it to the center fielder.
I'm going to go third.
Okay, I have
Damon.
Gardner, 22.
I'm going.
We'll throw it.
Can throw.
Right
Okay.
hand.
P3, he's
so
not. That's an A.
Okay.
He holds.
He holds, yeah.
So you got one out.
One out, one out.
Harry Steinfeld, 2 respins remaining on him.
Infield in for Steinfeld.
Infield's in. Let's spin the batter. Spin the pitcher. I want to spin.
Come on, Phil. Let's do this. K!
2 outs. Already used my batter respin.
Nice
on
job,
K.
Phil.
Frank Chance,
Good
spin
job.
the pitcher.
Come on, Phil. You can do it again. One more time. One more time. H minus.
Frank Chance with 2 respins.
Yeah.
Foul
H
ball.
minus. Spin it one more time, Frank. You can do it. Let's see if you can. That is
Popped him up.
That's 3 outs.
3 outs. They don't score.
Phil is coming off the mound with fire.
He is, man. What an inning.
I'm going to change my bullpen. David Robertson's getting loose.
Okay. We had a threat. We just couldn't push him in. Couldn't do it. Feister's going to stay. We're going to get another pitcher up in the bullpen. It's going to be Ed Rulebach.
Ed Rule.
Set a record for complete games in a row. I think
Yeah.
he had 48 complete games in a row over 2 seasons. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Jeets.
Let's go. Feister to Jeter. Ground ball.
Respin that. I'm going to use G to respin. See how I save them, everybody? I savor them. I savor the respins.
All right, here we go.
Doesn't really do much.
That's a GF line. We'll take the F.
Okay.
1 down.
Johnny Damon.
Let's get in and out. I'm
No
lefty,
relation.
lefty.
Ooh, did you
X.
plunk him again?
I can't respin it X. You cannot
What do you
respin it
say,
X.
folks? Is there a warning at this time? That's 3 plunk
You're
Yankees,
crowding the
guys.
plate, man.
Oh, whatever. This is like the most biased umpire.
Nobody's hit a home run. Nobody's done anything.
I hit a home run. Swisher hit a 2-run
Well,
jack
if we
off
hit
you.
Swisher, we'll
You
get a warning.
betcha.
Swisher, a warning. Who's up? Speaking of, no, it's A-Rod. We're
A-Rod.
going
Did
to change
I use
pitchers.
A-Rod's 3-spin, right?
You did. We're
Okay.
going to change pitchers here and go to the righty. Orville overall, who was an 8-4. Hold the runner on.
I'm going to hit and run with A-Rod.
Good.
I know it's
He's
not
a big strikeout.
This is not a good.
And Orville's he's the only pitcher I got with a K.
I know he's not. It's not the most
Let's go.
strategic
Foul
foul ball,
balls
so
for
nothing
the
happens.
pitcher.
So
Let's
it's
go.
okay. It's okay.
Orville spins a B. He's going to respin
Yep.
that.
This is where these Cubs starters that come in for Game 7 are just totally abusive.
Hit minus.
All right, I think we can draw some of these Yankee walks again. That's what I'm rooting for.
Let's go.
That is a 10.
Let's look at it on the
Oh,
thing.
actually, no, it's not. That's a
3,
3.
man.
What?
That's 3.
Get out of here, Yankees. All right, we'll see what happens.
Let's see.
All right, we spin a 4 again.
It's a
so-
bloop. Let's see who it's to.
To the left fielder this time.
Okay.
So what's your left fielder? I
53.
I have an R5, so it's an A. So batter safe at second base, base runners advance 2 bases. So
R5 is range.
Yeah.
You
You have an R3, right?
Hold on. Checker. No. Yeah. R3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a bloop double for A-Rod.
And lose a pip on Orville.
Hey, A-Rod's been on base 3 times, guys.
Okay. Who's up?
Teixeira.
Okay.
Did
Let's.
he use his respin as well?
No, he,
He
has
did
not.
not.
He
All
has
right.
not.
All right.
But we're going to go ahead and put him on base
Oh.
to load the bases with 1 out, and then we're going to bring the infield
For
in.
Hideki? Did
Bring
he
the
use
infield
his?
in.
Did he use his?
Yes, Matsui used his respin. He got a sac fly out.
All right. I got
We
it.
need a grounder.
H minus.
Hit minus will
All right,
take.
let's see if how much about how many outs?
1 out.
All right. This is nail in the coffin time right here, guys. That is a walk.
I can't stop it.
Walk the bases loaded,
You
man.
bet he did.
Yeah, walk RBI. That's 3 RBIs. Actually,
What's your score now?
be 5. Oh, I haven't even been doing that, have I? Sorry, I got excited. I usually don't do that.
Okay, 1 out, bases loaded,
Infield
infield's still in.
is just
Infield's still in.
wow.
B, he'll respin that.
Yeah. Ooh, is that a strikeout?
That's a K,
That's a
baby.
K.
2
Hold
outs.
on. I
You
can't.
can't
I
respin
can't
it.
with the men's
Only a
pressure.
10.
Only a 10. Okay.
So 2
Cano.
down.
What do you
Infield's
know?
back.
Cano.
Infield is back this time, and H minus.
All right. See what happens. That's a base hit. H minus.
Yeah, foul ball.
Okay. Come on, Robinson. Let's see what's happening. That's a fly ball.
With runners on, so that's 3 outs.
All right. Scored a run though. Could have put a
So
could
is
have
it
put a bigger
6-0 now? 5-0.
5-1.
5? Okay. Scored
Yeah.
1 that inning.
Yeah, 5-1.
And 4 the inning
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Okay. Wildfire Schulte, 345.
Hughes is staying in.
He's a 2.
He's a 2. This is where he's strong.
Okay.
Corners, right? Yeah.
Okay. Schulte's up.
K.
One down.
Man, Hughes.
Johnny Kling.
Hughes.
He's a 233.
Third. And first. No, just third for Kling, I guess, because like he's a 2.
Kling. Base knock.
We will make you respin that one.
Kling again. Kling on.
That's
Struck him out.
Struck.
Yep, struck him out. 2 down.
Good job, Phil.
And Slagle.
All right. Struck.
Struck out the
Struck
side.
out the side with
If he was
Phil
a starting,
Hughes.
if he was the starting pitcher, he'd gain
Phil Hughes.
respin.
You are the hero so far right now.
We're
for
in the
this
9th
team.
inning, and we're going to change pitchers
We're
again.
getting us a bullpen. Guess who is getting up in the bullpen? Audience. So you get. I'm not going to say it. I'll let you guess it.
Ed Rulbach.
Okay.
He is also a 7-4. And that makes him 11 pips, and there's no other activity in the Cubs bullpen.
Yikes! All right.
Here we go.
Who do you guys got left in there?
Good one. We still have Fred Beebe is
Okay.
good. Cowher Lundgren's our guy, and Jack Taylor. He's an
Okay.
8-4 and a 7-2.
Yeah, they're loaded.
Yes.
That is a 10.
10.
Swisher
Can't we spin
whiffs.
that? Well, you got a batting coach.
I do not want to use it.
1 down.
Brett Gardner.
In at the corners.
He's mad because Dennis made fun of his head.
Home run minus. He had a melon, man. The guy had a melon. Home run minus.
That is a pop up.
Yep, infield
Yeah,
pop.
that's a pop up.
2 down.
Two-way.
Jeter.
Jeets hasn't done too much with the bat this game.
Home run minus.
He did spin a home run the
He's
very
gonna
first
respin
spin
that.
of the game. He did. He just got it taken
Got
away.
it taken away. Hit minus.
All
I'll
right.
take that.
See if
That's
we can get
much
on
better
base
than a
this
home
time.
run minus.
It's a 6. I'm gonna use. Have I used the Jeter respin?
Jeter has used his respin. Ground ball up the middle,
Okay. No.
and that's 3 outs.
Yeah. 3-way.
And now we go to the bottom of the ninth.
All right, who's coming in, folks? You hear the song, right? Exit light. We got Mariano Rivera coming in.
Okay. Well, off to Never Neverland.
David Robertson's in the bullpen, along with Alfredo Aceves.
Okay, we need an inning off of the greatest relief pitcher in the history. And the
Oh,
only
here we go,
unan-
guys.
The only unanimous selection to the Hall of Fame. We got
5-1.
Shepard, Hoffman, and Tinker.
Can Rivera shut the door infield
And he's
in?
pitching to 7, 8, and 9.
Yep. Come on, Mo. That's
Just
a
how
G.
it worked out. 1 down if no error. Not an error. 1 away.
All right.
Solly Hoffman.
Corners. I'm going to respin that.
Respinning.
That is walk hit minus.
Spinning Solly Hoffman. Got to do it twice. Does not.
No errors, baby. No errors. There we
2
go.
away.
2 away.
And Joe Tinker.
All right, corners.
He's going to try to
Yeah,
bunt.
I figured. Got to try to get something started off of Mariano Rivera, and this is usually how you do it.
344 with 2 outs. That ball's
Gets
on
it
the
on
ground.
the ground. See what happens.
He's at 44.
2B, 3B, 24. Oh no, what is that on those?
That's a
It was an S. It was on the S.
3B24.
I got a 5-1, so that's a base hit.
That's a single.
A-Rod
Okay.
couldn't get to it.
Take a pip.
Oof, okay.
And he is a 44. Joe Tinker gets on, and here's Johnny Evers at 355. We're
Corners,
going
corners.
to try to lay it down
Yep.
again. We got to get to Frank Chance.
Yeah.
We got to get to Chance and Seinfeld. We got to get to those guys. That ball's foul.
Okay, come on, Mo. Let's go, Mo.
Johnny Evers
Mo. Oh, I'm going to respin that.
going to respin that B,
See what happens here. K.
and that's the ball game, boys
Strike
and girls.
3. Mariano Rivera comes in and says,
He sure does.
"Sit
That's the
down."
ball game.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this here.
So final score: 2009 Yankees 5,
with the
1906
06
Cubs
Cubs
at 1.
Yep.
So the Yankees outpitched the Cubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts about the game? Use and misuse of the Cubs. I mean, I haven't done a strategic game in a long time. Tried to. I probably should have bunted a little bit more.
You bunted a lot.
I bunted a lot, but could have bunted more. I didn't get a lot of guys on base. Those respins got me.
Also, you did have 3 consecutive innings that you got a double play. You got out of the inning 3 times in a row with double play. And I had, like, traffic all over the bases. Mm-hmm. This Yankees team is a walk machine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. This is why I picked them. Because, like, to me,
and this team's a bunt machine.
I think this 2009 Yankees team is still one of the best ones ever made. Like, the starting pitching's not, like, over the top, but if they score. They score,
totally
they score. And then I reserved my respins. I'm like, you know what? And the reason I reserved them so much, though, and I only use
4 batter respins. I used 2.
So the reason I reserved them is because CC went through 6 innings and only gave up a run. I didn't need to use them.
Yeah, and I couldn't use batter respins because you kept getting hit minus or walk hit minus, and I'd spin that and couldn't use it.
Yeah. I didn't attempt to steal a base at all. I could have. I had a few guys on my team that can steal, but I'm not stealing against a 55 catcher. That's awesome. It's a risk not worth taking unless you're down by 2 or 3 and you just need to get something going. And I was in the game the whole time. Lots of errors. 3 errors maybe?
3 for you, 1 for me, and my error cost me 2 runs.
Yeah, your error was the worst with the sacrifice fly error. That was the worst one by far.
A lot of double plays. We did turn a lot. So did you. We hit into some inning double plays twice.
I had 1. Did I have 2?
2. We had 2 of them. 2 bad ones, yeah.
Yeah, no, we got to Brown. I think the Swisher home run was icing on the cake. Right? Because that's what this team needs to do to beat teams like that. It's like if I get you in the 6th or 7th and I get, bam, 2 or 3 run home run, and if it's a close game, that's devastating to 3-figure round.
Especially and even on short rest, Sabathia is still devastating.
And I will say, if I can get to the 7th inning with these guys, you know, that's. Oh, actually, there's one more. If I can get to the 7th inning with those guys, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that bullpen's stout, man. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you used it. You used it well.
I would say these are my players of the game right here. These 2 guys. CC and I keep on saying that. CC and Phil Hughes. Players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pitching was really good.
Brown was great. I just drew the walk.
Unearned runs.
Yeah.
He walked a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And
did Jeter only give up 1 hit because of the R1? Yeah. So I don't mind playing with R1s up to now here's the thing. I don't mind playing with 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
But when you have that Dodgers team,
when
what
you
is it,
have
that 2020?
It was the 2020 Dodgers.
2020 Dodgers where they had both of them?
2 guys that were R1s up the middle was Trey Turner and was it Gavin Lux?
No, it was the shortstop. It was the second baseman was.
No, Trey Turner was. Oh no, he played shortstop for him that year a little bit, didn't he?
I don't remember, but they were both 1s.
Yeah, 2 R1s.
Oh, Corey Seager.
Oh yeah, 2. You don't want 2 R1s up the middle. Yeah.
No, and it was death because you Kenley Jansen, the guy who gets him out, he spends a 6.
I can deal with 1 because Jeter's a 5-1, so Jeter's not going to boot it. He's just not going to get to it.
Not going to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a ball game.
Yeah.
So hey, Star Power Baseball did something new for you today. We came at you with a live game, so you got to see it on our. This will be on our YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening in baseball that we need to talk about that we didn't mention at the very first?
I mean, you got teams that are winning that were winning last time. I think that we had a podcast, so we're not too much on what's going on in baseball today.
College World Series is going on.
Yeah.
And Coastal Carolina looks unbeatable.
Yeah.
They look like the real deal.
So I think our next podcast will be probably our All-Star Game one. more than likely.
Yeah, in July.
Yep. So that's a few weeks away.
Hey guys, this was a lot of fun, and you did get to hear how the game's played. And if you get to watch our YouTube channel, now it's Dengent Games, so this will be posted probably tomorrow or the next day, and then Gentrovo Kalyova.
It'll be posted sometime.
Yeah, and it's pretty simple for me.
Yep.
We're out of battery.
Well, thanks for watching.
So the